Alright, so here we are. We've got hero of the day, Ben Fellows, incoming hero, Brian Harvey, lead singer of E17.
Ex-lead singer.
How are you, Stan?
All right, thank you.
Good friend of mine. I'll give you a kiss in a minute,
I
bruv.
hope so.
Well, it's
I deserve one.
Purely masculine, yeah. Now, Ben Fellows is just, Ben's just walked 300 miles from Plymouth to London. Yeah. And now he's going into Parliament. He's, as he says, he's storming Parliament, and he's going to take up the position that Brian Harvey was in. And you're going to put a tent where Brian Harvey was, are you?
No, Brian Harvey was on the green opposite Palace of Westminster. We're going to walk into the Palace of Westminster and get it on the green within the gates of the Palace of Westminster. So you've got common people occupying the common land, and they cannot then reconvene Parliament. It is illegal for them to do that, and that means we've stormed Parliament and then we've sacked the government from then on in.
That's why we love him.
Sounds good.
That's why we love him. And Brian, you've come into the affray.
Yep, I have.
What do you think what's going on? Let me just say, I've been coming a little bit closer, baby. If you're coming a little bit closer because of the mic, yeah? Now, I've spoke to you probably over the last month, probably about 12, 15 times.
Yep.
And you really amazed me, actually. And one thing I would like to say, all of you, look at, there's a documentary up, and it's called One Life. And it's about what happened to this guy. But now, he's still doing his music, but he's not beholden to the music industry anymore. He is now a free man, if you like.
Yep, free man on the land, if you like.
And what are you interested in now? What do you want to do, Brian?
Right now, I just want to get involved in, you know, there's a lot of celebrities out there and no one seems to be coming forward and backing what's obviously the right thing to be doing. You're here about the
institutional child
abuse. And mate, the information that I've heard over the past 10 years and what I was being told today on the drive on the way down, it is sickening. And why haven't more people come forward? It's disgusting.
But you're also interested in civil liberties as well?
Civil liberties, the whole thing, mate.
That's what I want to say, all three of us.
I like to say, yeah, there's a lot of celebrities out there, right? And you're going to get fucked in the future because your little ride ain't going to go on forever. You need to get on the right side of the fence, and you need to do it now. And you need to come over here and you need to support this. There's MPs fiddling with kids. This man's proof of that. He's going to take a lie detector test, and that's why I'm here. As soon as that lie detector test goes through, mate, I'm coming with you, and we're going to sit down now, and someone is going to take notice. They're going to take notice.
So it's not just I'm coming to get you now. We're coming to get you.
We're coming to get you, son.
All right, Ben, and I want to congratulate you.
Thanks,
I think it's great what you've done. I think you're very fucking brave, and let's go and get them. Charge!
All right, Bill, nice to meet you.
Thank you, baby.
Just 11, 17. Oh.
Well, I'm here now. I'm with you, and I'm not with him no more. I'm with you.
You got his record?
Yes.
What one?
Bugger.
Oh, I didn't make that one. That wasn't one of mine.
Sing it. Sing.
That's right. Stay another day.
Sing
Stay
it.
another day.
Sing it.
Stay another day. Come on, Brian.
Come on,
you know
Brian.
it.
Right, go on.
Come,
Got you both.
Oh, what was? Oh,
Da 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 da.
if you've got to go away, don't think I can take the pain. Won't you stay another day? Yeah, that one. Do you like that one?
Yeah. Keep going, and you're in it. Come over here. Come over here.
Fucking acapella.
Right, you two. You hit it now, right? Let's have it. Go on, Brian.
Oh, Bill, come on, mate.
Go on, just do it.
Don't make me
Go
sing,
on, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
I'm here to fucking have
Brian's
going
going
to
to do it. Listen, Brian's going to sing for us.
Nah.
Just sing it, Brian.
No, man.
Harvey, 17.
I'll do it for later.
Sarah and Angela, this is Brian from E17.
And he loves you all.
Yeah.
I do love you,
He's
darling.
joined us.
He's joined us. He's joined the group. Brian is now an activist, whether he likes it or not.
Mate, I told you, mate, I'm in this.
Now you're on the fucking death list.
Mate, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, mate. You can do what you like. You're going to do what you want to fucking
What made you come,
anyway, so
Brian?
I'll say what I'm going to say.
Brian, what made you come into this, Brian? Why'd you get involved in all this?
I saw you crying on the internet and I thought, why ain't no one helping that fucking geezer? Do you know what I mean? If what he's saying is true, I saw your documentary, I saw Sunsea and Satan, I watched all the other bits, I've seen what you've been doing with Ben, and I'm here because I don't care about the music industry. I want to do what's right. I've nearly died. I've tried to commit suicide twice in the past because of basically how my life turned out from being fucking famous.
But you do care about music.
I do care about music, but I think
it's probably saved your life.
It has saved my life, yeah. It has. Music has brought me through a lot of hard times.
Yeah.
And you know, having the equipment there, just to go, you know, you feel fucked. You sit down, you start making, you start making
I write
music.
songs myself, and when I'm most saddest, that's when I write my best songs.
Yeah.
And I can reflect.
It's a connection. It's not something that like you can put it into words, but it's more something you feel. Do you know what I mean? When you hear something that you like, you feel it. You know, and I'm more about that than I am the money. Don't get me wrong, I'm a poor cunt, I need a few quid, I'm on fucking benefits, but so what, it don't matter. Do you know what I mean? I'm alive, it's good on benefits.
I'm on pension.
As long as they don't fucking try and keep taking it away from us all the time, innit?
Yeah, right, so we got Brian. Brian's an artist, singer, and here we got another artist. We got Ben Fellows, who's a filmmaker, a singer, an actor, and a fucking very, very predominant activist at the moment. What you got to say, Ben?
Look, you know, we're all here for different reasons. Me and you are here because of the paedophilia, you're here institutional paedophilia. I'm here because we've discovered the paedophile ring and I was sexually assaulted by Kenneth Clarke MP, who the police say are above the law. Hannah's here for her own reasons. We're all here because of corruption in one way or another. As we've walked from Plymouth to London, we have met so many people who, you wouldn't believe, Bill, who have basically said, yeah, I was abused by so-and-so, or someone in my family was abused by an uncle or whatever, and the police didn't do anything about it. In fact, they acted in the same way as they did with me. Except the difference is with me, I won't keep quiet about it. So now we're going to take it to Parliament and we're going to make them listen to us.
We're going to ram it up their arses.
Exactly, and I'll stay there for as long as I need to get the point across, because what we want to do is sack these politicians, have a general election, and put people in prison, investigate things properly and make the police do their job. What I'm going to do for Ken Clarke is this. I'm going to do a private prosecution on the police. I'm going to put it in front of judicial review to say basically why the decision that the police made to not question Kenneth Clarke was the wrong decision. That's the first step. Second step is a private prosecution against Kenneth Clarke. He's going to find himself in court.
Lovely.
Can I just say, I want this country to be taken back from the banking and the oil cartels, from Europe, which is essentially run by banksters. Enough is enough. We need to get our country back.
Nice one, Anna. And I don't think we can lose because we got fucking Moses with us. So who are you, bruv? Declare yourself.
I'm Andy Blythe. I run the Quest for Common Decency, Dignity and Honouring Our Ancient Ancestors. We have a website called Stonehenge Ancestor Quest, and we're just about
civil liberties.
Civil liberties. They've taken all the human remains from Stonehenge and left them in a basement storeroom 300 miles away, and we're campaigning against that. We met Ben along the way, and I think really I've been like an armchair warrior, just sitting behind me PC, and I think it's no good anymore. We've got to get up.
And you got up off your
arse.
arse.
That's why I'm here with
so
Ben
that
now.
You want to set an example to others.
I want to show my face, not behind the PC, because it's no good anymore. We've got to get out.
Lovely.
I've had a gutful of it.
Well done. Well done.
It's corruption and paedophilia.
Well done.
We've got to stop it.
So, and here we are, London.
Being battered by the old Bill. I think Scotland's got.
Right, so we're on our way to Parliament, but on the way we've come to Dolphin Square. Now, in the past, in a lot of my investigations, Dolphin Square has come up a lot. Children being taken to Dolphin Square, but I'm going to leave it to Ben to tell his story, what he knows about Dolphin Square. Go ahead, Ben.
Well, Dolphin Square is where Ken Clarke and Ian Greer wanted me to come to. Now, we've been here for castings, where we were told to take our tops off. These are a block of flats. This isn't anywhere in Dean Street or Beak Street where there's casting directors. These are blocks of flats where paedophiles are. And they get you to take your clothes off, to photograph you, to video you, and it all happens here, and there'll be flats here still that are involved. We know for a fact that there are people here that are still coming to Dolphin Square, and this is exactly where Ken Clarke and Ian Greer wanted me to go, and it's right in this building here.
Yeah. And it's still happening here. That's how much they care. They don't give a fuck. They are so blatant. The same as their wars, the same as the money, whatever they do. We have no voice. Right, Hannah,
Yeah, Andrew.
tell us what's happening. What are we doing?
Right, what we're going to do, we're going to walk to the House of Parliament. Whilst the police are talking to you guys, I'm going to go in with my tent, and basically I'm going to set my tent up, put Section 6 on it, which gives me squatters' rights for 4 months, at which point we are going to basically sack Parliament, Oliver Cromwell style, not with an army, with a tent.
Well, that's it. Yeah,
Let's go and do this, mate. Let's go and do this.
You like that one? Let's do it, eh?
See you later, do that.
It's alright, let's go on. Go on.
Yeah, mind your back, mate. Mind your back. I can do in a second, but give me a second. Mind you.
Can I just ask you a question?
You can.
Are you here on your own today? Are you here on your own today, sir? Just say hello, sir, you alright?
Yeah, look, my friend. Can you move out the way, please?
Right, there you go.
Let's vehicle in.
Do what he says.
We'll talk. He's picking up
Come on, Brian.
Here you go, mate.
Right, come on, mate.
car.
Come on, mate.
Are you here on your own today, sir? On your own? You haven't taken an oath?
Ben, go and talk to that police officer, tell him what you've just done.
Huh?
Go and talk to him, tell him what you've just done, who you are.
But we haven't done it yet.
What are you going to do? What?
No, it wasn't there. She made a mistake. Yeah?
Oi, Anna,
Yeah,
who's a silly girl?
with me.
Look, who's a silly girl?
Oh, the gate is open and you
Timing's everything.
Go in for it.
Now, there was a little bit of a fuck up where Hannah put her tent in the wrong place. So now, this is where Brian Harvey lay for 7 years. Come in, Brian. Brian Harvey laid here for 8 years, sorry, and then he died of lung cancer. I'm not surprised with all the fumes he was getting here. So anyway, for you armchair activists, get up off your fucking asses and get on the street and show a bit of bollocks for a change, because I'm really pissed off with you actually. Not those of you that do get out. So now we're waiting for Ben. I think he's going to pitch his tent here, and then and once the tent is pitched, I don't think it's going to be very long before we have the police here. So we'll just cut it on that. Press that red button, Brian.
Yep. Here we go.
Okay. So, tent's up.
Tent up.
Right, there up.
Police are coming out. So we're slow crossing. That's what we're doing, where we're going. Going over here.
Brian's just saying that the police have been coming out, watching him, so he's gonna, this is it, he's gonna put the tent up now and then see what happens. I'm sure the police will be here soon. Let's get that tent going up. Right, Brian, get in here like that. Right, so, no doubt the police are here. Are you going to suffer arrest or are you going to show them this first?
I will suffer arrest if I have to.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is the man you need to talk to. Officer.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't agree. I don't consent to being policed by you. I'm here to protest Parliament, and that's exactly what I'll do. Now, the fact is, yeah, I made a 15-page statement about Kenneth Clarke MP that you guys won't look at. You guys have actually told me that what you're going to do to me is a demoralisation exercise, whereby when people complain to the police about child abuse and paedophilia, which is what happened to me, it's a serious sexual assault this man made on me, yeah, that they're going to concentrate on me, and so that I don't make any further complaints. That's what the police have said. So I'm here protesting Parliament and you guys. Why don't you guys go and speak to Ken Clarke? Why don't you guys go and speak to the paedophile unit down at Empress Buildings? Yeah? See why I'm here. They will tell you. Yeah? Google Ben Fellows, it will all come up.
This guy is Ben Fellows, and I'm a filmmaker. I work for a film company called Pimesh Films. I'm a journalist, and Ben Fellows has just walked 300 miles to prove his quest from Plymouth about allegations he's made about Kenneth Clarke and other members of Parliament and members of the entertainment industry. And he is, in the next 2 weeks, going to take a lie detector test, and then they will be challenged to do the same. Now, this is, you know,
this is a Section 6 notice, yeah, right, which basically says that you now have to act lawfully. Yeah, and any infringement of that will incur personal fines to you guys. You know that, right? Yeah. So what we want you to do is act lawfully and peacefully. We are peaceful. We're not here to cause trouble. It's 110, me and Hannah, yeah, and a few people here to protest, and that's it. Right.
But there is a Section 6. So what would you do about this now, officer?
I'll read it first, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
My car with my name and address on it. Paedophile, child abuse.
So who do we talk to get this out? Who do we actually go to who's going to listen?
We're victims as well. We are victims. Hang on. We are victims of institutional child abuse, if I might add that as well. And we've been campaigning for the last 7 years for this. And you know, me personally, Bill Maloney, I've been involved in investigations into Operation U-Tree and Operation Fernbridge. You know, we're naming people like Kenneth Clarke, Leon Britton, and also, as someone who's been helping paedophiles, is David Cameron, and there is evidence for that. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. The national press won't listen. What do you suggest we do, sir?
Well, you can call Catherine Lang at the Cabinet Office and speak to her.
Right.
Yeah.
About what you're doing today, or
Ben Fellows. Yeah.
Yeah, if you just tell her that Ben Fellows is out here, what he's done, and like the Section 6. So we just want to, we're acting lawfully here, officer, as you can see.
Right. Okay, leave it with me.
Thank you.
I'll get back to you.
And thank you very much.
Can I tell you what direction to go in your quest, if you want to call it a quest? Yeah. That's something you have to do yourself.
A quest for justice.
A quest for justice.
Which is why you're wearing that uniform.
And you know better than I do where you've been, where you're going, and where you want to go to. So if you bear with me, I'll get back to you.
Thank you very much, officer. Thank you. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, well, we've done it, haven't we, Bill?
That was very nice.
It was very nice. That's actually what I'm worried about straight away. How are the police going to act within the first minute or two?
Yeah.
We've told them they need to act lawfully and peacefully. We are peaceful protesters, so now they have a problem.
Well, in my language, Ben, that was sweet as a nut.
Absolutely, mate.
It was a pleasure to watch it as well.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good. No, well done, everybody.
Hey!
And their manager's going to be coming down, probably to speak to yourself.
Okay.
I should imagine then they will ask you to leave, taking your equipment with you, and then we'll be here acting for breach of peace or anything like that.
Sure.
Otherwise, we'll use our powers, we're going under the Reform Act, to seize your items. Okay.
But you're not going to get violent with us, are you, officer?
I'm not a violent person.
Because I'm 58 years of age, a little bit older than you, I think.
I'm not far behind you.
And we've got an old girl there. How old are you, Brenda? She's 70 years of age, so
Don't look a day over 60.
Can I just
don't
ask?
get too
Excuse me.
Yeah, we got a police officer with a sense of humour. That's what we like. Thank God for that.
Sergeant, can you explain to me what powers they are?
But under the Reform Act, I'll bring the notices over with you, etc. Well, you know where I'm coming from, mate. But we'll see what the council do.
Can I remind you of your oath, sir?
Hang on.
Go on.
Calm down.
I've got it in my bag. Do you want to have a look?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. We're acting peacefully and lawfully.
I know that.
You see, it's like the main thing that we're fighting against is institutional child abuse. Now, everyone here, this is Brian Harvey. Do you remember E17? Well, he was the lead singer with E17. Yeah. And Ben Fellows and myself. Now, we've been fighting this for many years. I'm a filmmaker. So all we're fighting against is institutional paedophile rings that are being protected, I'm afraid, by government. And I think, you know, if your fathers, I know because I work with the police, I'm an outreach worker with the police, so I know that you lot are not happy with everything that's going on as well. So we're treating you as men, fathers and comrades maybe one day.
And Also, if you remove my tent now, I'll have 1,000 tomorrow.
Right, okay.
Okay? Just make you aware of that. I will be back. I'm not leaving here. Yeah?
It's not going to go away.
You can stay here.
Yeah, I know.
There's no issue with that.
Sure.
It's the issue.
No, we will have 1,000 tents on the screen before the end of the week, I promise you that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Because I've got to be allowed to protest lawfully because the legal system has let me down. That's the point. That's why I'm here.
Do you know about that?
Where MPs are above the law within the European superstate.
Is that right?
I'm not getting involved or discussing.
We are.
But you are involved.
That's why you're here.
Excuse me, Sergeant. Does that act supersede his human rights? The act that you mentioned, yeah.
Acts of Parliament statutes that need the consent of the government.
Does it supersede this gentleman's human rights?
We're not telling him he cannot stay here. What we're saying is the tent.
The structure, no structure.
Has to go. And bedding and anything.
It's not a permanent structure though, is it, Sergeant?
But it still comes if I bring the paperwork over, which you probably know all about anyway, you will see that it actually says the word tent, bedding, etc. So we'll see. We will see.
And the wall orders.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chip. Well, they seem all right, Ben. What do you think?
Well, that's the police threatening to get heavy. Yeah. So what they're going to do now is they're going to let the council come over. They'll go rah 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 rah. Yeah. I'll say my bit to the council, and then the police are going to basically take my home because I'm homeless. Yeah. And destroy it and confiscate it, and probably all my bags as well. Nevertheless, I will still be here, and I'm going to stay.
And we're staying with you.
Thank you.
Right. And the police officer recognised you, Brian, even with your dodgy beard.
Fucking cheeky cunt you was. Constable. Cheeky constable.
Here we go. Okay, you film.
Yep,
Don't say nothing.
I'm with you.
Sorry for actually, I'm working as a head warden on the command of the chairling.
Sorry?
I'm working as a head warden on the command of the chairling.
Yep.
So I'm just looking after this Parliament Square. So you're putting the tent here is
Have you read the section
illegal.
6?
Yeah, we got our letter as well. We're gonna give you later.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about
Excuse
that.
me, why have you come over? And because you've got senior officers, we've got the police here. Is this? Are you from the council? You're not from the. Who are you? Could you get this? Get this.
I'm with you. We've known each other for a while, you know that.
Yeah. Oh, I've met you before.
We have up at Trafalgar Square.
How'd you do?
We helped you out last time, remember?
How'd you do? Brian?
I'm out.
Right.
I'm out,
So,
don't worry.
this guy's got a section 6 on his tent. This is where Brian Hall was. Now, do you understand why he's here?
Who, sorry?
Why Ben Fellows is here? Ben, come here, talk to this man.
Appreciate that, but unfortunately...
But we need to talk to you, first of all, sending the wardens over on a subject that is as important and as delicate as this. We do not appreciate this. We've got police officers and we've got yourself, sir.
Okay.
Now, we are here because the government are not fighting against institutional child abuse. Now, I do know you. I think we met in Trafalgar Square, so you know who I am. Now, to just say we've got to go is outrageous. This is common land. There's
Unfortunately, it's managed by the GLA, the Great London Authority. There are bylaws and there is a police reform and social responsibility act in place, which says that setting up a tent is not allowed. Now, I am giving official direction that it otherwise, and we can seize the item.
Well, you do that, that's my home.
That's his home.
Yeah.
That's his home, mate.
Hold on a second, just hear me out, yeah? I am homeless, yeah? I have been threatened by the police already, yeah?
Well, I can't
No, hold on a
comment on that,
second.
I'm afraid. Well, you
It's
need
the
to, mate.
paedophile unit, yeah?
I'm not police, so I don't.
No, I'm telling you something,
Mate, you're coming over here with the authority,
You're not talking about the police here, are you?
No, I'm not talking about
the police
here.
here had not threatened
I'm
us.
talking about...
But he brought police that said...
No, we were talking to a sergeant a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me out for a
There's a
second?
bylaw, a criminal matter that needs the police.
Well, an act of Parliament is a criminal matter, isn't it?
Right, so it's a bylaw, an act of Parliament.
I'm not going with the bylaw. I'm going with the police reform and social... Wait. Can I ask you a question? Hold on. I'll tell you what. I don't like being crowded with multiple questions. So what I'm going to do, I've said my piece. I'm going to give you a reasonable amount of time to remove the tent. If not, I will go to them. I'm going to say 5 minutes is a reasonable time to take on the tent. If not, we'll carry on with the next step of the affair. And what is the next? What is the next?
I've already explained that, sir.
Well, I don't know. You haven't told me. Can I know, please?
Well, I've already issued the direction.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So the next step is to issue with a letter if you don't comply with direction.
Right.
Because it is an offence not to comply with an authorised officer's
Okay,
direction.
is that under a certain act? What is that? What
That's
section is
under
that
the
under?
Police Reform and Social Responsibility Act.
That's an act.
2011.
So you're going to give us a letter?
No, wait, I'm
I
not
am going to issue with a letter if it isn't removed within 5 minutes.
Can I just say something? Statutes and acts need the consent of the government to be
I've said my
enforced.
piece, sir.
No, but can you answer that, please? Because I mean, it's your laws. Do you know what I mean?
What I'll do, sir, is if you've got any complaints or anything you want to wish
So
to
you're going to
discuss-
log me off to a number that no one's going to really. So it's all right, you might as well keep
It's a
that.
24-hour number, sir.
It's all right, they won't answer my questions.
What is your name?
Dean.
Dean.
I know
Dean.
that
Dean.
we met him.
Dean Erdley. Okay.
You remember
we met,
me
yeah, we
being
met.
there?
Yeah. How you doing, darling? You all right?
Nice to meet you again.
I know.
2 years.
Yeah.
I know it
Yeah,
was.
but I would just like to say that this man Dean, in years gone past, he has helped us in our actions at Trafalgar Square, Dean, and you did help us to stay there.
Yeah.
So you know, let's be civil about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are not.
We're peaceful,
hang on,
mate.
Brian.
Peaceful.
We are not instigating, Dean, any violence.
Okay.
We are peaceful demonstrators. We are all victims of institutional child abuse. That is why we are here. I think you're a father as well.
Yes.
So, you know what I mean?
I know exactly. But
If anything happened to
unfortunately-
you and your kids went into care, how would you feel?
Well, I can't comment on that.
Yeah, but how
I don't
would
know.
you feel?
I don't know, because it's never happened.
You
But
feel
how would you
distraught,
feel,
mate.
comment on something I
After
don't
everything
know.
that you're aware of that's been in the
I
news,
can't comment
on the
'cause it's never
institutional paedophile rings that are
I
operating?
can't comment because it's never happened.
You'd be distraught and angry, mate. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, that's your opinion, not mine.
well,
so.
I
You
think you
would
would.
be. If your kids were abused, you'd be distraught and angry.
Can I just say, as we've met before, then you'll understand my position in these things.
I do.
Okay, so therefore, can we reach peaceful
course we can.
agreement?
But I
Yes.
just want you to listen to why I'm here first.
I'm more than happy to listen to what you've said.
Okay.
If, then we can have the tent removed.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not going to agree to that, but I'll tell you my story.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell me a story all you want, but obviously I've got a job to do.
That's being rude.
That is rude. That is rude. That is rude. That is
Dean,
rude.
Before you start evicting people, you should know why they're here. He has an individual story. Okay.
Excuse me, Dean. Who are you going to get to do the eviction exactly?
No.
Hang on a minute,
Cliff,
hang on a minute,
stop it, Cliff. All right. Please, Dean. Dean, let him tell you why they're here before you
I
evict
will,
him.
but I'll speak to him.
Okay, be quiet.
Yeah, is that fine?
Yes. Yes. You too. You
I
too.
was sexually assaulted by Kennett, Clarke MP in Ian Greer's office in 1994. I made a 15-page statement to the paedophile unit. The paedophile unit basically said he is above the law and cannot be questioned. He is above the law. Nobody should be above the law. Yeah, the laws either apply to all of us or none of us. So, my point being, I was threatened by the police at my flat. I've had to leave my home. I've been on a 300-mile walk of protest from Plymouth to here, yeah, which has taken just over a month to do, yeah. This is my home. If you wreck my tent now, yeah, you are destroying my home.
And also the lie detector test. Tell Dean about the lie detector
and I'm
test.
prepared to take a lie detector test, obviously. So the point is,
sir, that doesn't matter.
no, I know.
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't matter to
Dean,
you,
could I
but
just
it matters to
could
me.
I just say one thing on the lie detector test? Now, Ofcom are the police of the broadcasting media in this country, and they allowed Jeremy Kyle to tear families to pieces via evidence of the lie detector test. So, as you can see, and I think is going to be evidence to everyone who watches this footage, that the institutions, you are still not helping us. So we are going to the people via the lie detector test. If the lie detector test had no credibility or validity, then the government and Ofcom would not allow the Jeremy Kyle show to decimate families, etc., and solve crimes via evidence from a lie detector test. So we're going to the people. I'm sorry, Dean, but we can't go to you anymore because you keep treating us like this, Dean. And I was sexually abused, Dean, by people that you work for, and so was this man,
If you remove
via
this
the
tent
government.
now, Dean, if you remove this tent, yeah, in the week there'll be thousands. I promise you that.
Okay, and I'll carry out the exact same process every single time.
Good luck.
As my job entails.
That's fair enough.
Not a problem.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
That's bollocks, brother.
I'm a bit passionate about something, I'm a little bit angry. And the thing that I'm noticing just coming into this is that anyone that ever brings up any questions about child abuse in the government, right, it's clear to me that it's happened. It's so obvious. And then whenever we come to anyone with the questions, we get this.
Unfortunately, I'm not here to answer questions. I have got a role to
I know
do. As Bill
you're
is
not.
aware,
I know you're not. But I'm just asking you to see our
absolutely
position.
was
We're going
guided
about it in the most peaceful way that we possibly can.
Unfortunately, you're breaking an act of Parliament and a bylaw by pinching the tent there.
Mate, statutes and acts of Parliament need the consent of the government to be enforced. They're your laws, not mine. Read up on it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And I don't consent. So therefore, there's no gun.
Unfortunately, you haven't claimed ownership of the tent. It was the gentleman over there. So.
No, I'm here in support of victims
He's
of
already
child
claimed
abuse.
ownership.
Institutional child abuse.
You probably danced to his music.
You must have done.
Here, Dean, you probably danced. That's Brian Harvey of East 17, the lead singer. You probably wooed your missus to his music.
No, I am. I feel like scum because no one wants to listen. You know what I mean? And another thing, John Major in this place over it, he ripped the Gary out of me, mate, in 1997.
That'll do.
Right? He ripped the arse out of me, sorry, I swear. He ripped the arse out of me in 1997, publicly ridiculed me, had me committing suicide twice, or attempts to commit suicide, right? I'm angry. And the fact that Bill's here talking about the child abuse, mate, we need it all out in the open. There's too much cover-ups, Jimmy Savile, all of these people, it's disgusting, mate. And what I would like to know is what's the relationship between Prince Charles, right, and Jimmy Savile? Because I can show you two pictures of them 30 years apart, both laughing and joking. What, he didn't know? Are you serious?
Unfortunately, I can't comment on that.
I know, but do you understand? This is why the people are so passionate, and they're not getting through.
The passion.
And I can't believe the opposition that we face. Just trying to get through to people on a human level.
You know what I can do is there are processes in place, which means that you can protest legally with permission.
It don't do nothing, does it?
Well, unfortunately, I can only do my job. Which is
Where would you suggest we go then?
I can't suggest anywhere to go.
Where is it legal for us to protest now?
Without prior permission, not on the GLA property. As for the other permissions, I can't comment on Westminster's permissions. I can only comment, obviously, on the Great London Authority, which is who.
But could you give us somewhere that we could go and demonstrate peacefully?
I can't tell you to demonstrate anywhere.
You've done it before.
What?
You've done it before for us.
All I laid out to you was the boundaries of the GLA controlled areas.
We'll lay it down now so we can go somewhere.
I can give you a map, sir.
You called me Bill a minute ago, now you're calling me sir.
I like to remain polite.
I thought we were mates.
Obviously, as you can see, that is Parliament Square.
Yeah.
I'm telling you about Winston Churchill is there, which is that statue there.
Yeah.
Edge of there, everything inside, that is Westminster controlled. This is GLA controlled. So the pavement from that corner, in an L shape, all the way up to that corner there is Westminster. The grassed area and everything above the raised curb is Great London Authority controlled areas.
So where can we go?
Go Speaker's Corner.
All I'm doing is I'm directing you to obviously remove the tent from GLA controlled areas.
Okay. So
I'm not telling you where to go.
The GLA controlled area is up to there, so we could go over there.
I can give you the map,
right,
which is basically.
That's where we can't go.
No, the cross hatching that's Westminster. That's not under our control or under our remit.
Right.
The rest of it is.
So we can't go there, but we can go here.
Yeah. I'm not saying where you can or can't go, I'm just saying that is not.
So what are you in control of?
Basically everything except that L shape of pavement.
The pavement. So we can go on the pavement.
I'm not saying you can or you can't, sir, but that is.
Will you still take the tent away if we go on the pavement?
Unfortunately, that's not under my remit, sir.
Thank you very much. Love you for that.
What other lot?
Right, come over here, Ben. Ben, come with me. What's his name? Dean. Is it Dean? Dean. Right, come over here. Dean, could you give Ben, show him that drawing?
Absolutely.
Now, this is Dean's going to tell you what we can and can't do.
Right. That's the Churchill statue there.
Right. Okay.
Pavement basically from the end where the line. Sorry, sir. The lane goes there. All the pavement around is Westminster City Council controlled, but the rest of it is controlled by the Great London Authority,
which is who I represent.
Which is who he represents. So anywhere on this pavement.
Yes.
All I'm saying is, I control the GLA area. I don't have any control over the Westminster City Council area.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Dean. Love you. Thank you, mate. Thank you. So, Ben.
Yes.
If you put the tent on the pavement, then they got to go and get Westminster Council.
That's right. Now we're making them work for a living.
There we go.
This is what it's all about. It's
And
staying within the law, staying within the rules, but bending them slightly to our advantage. Yeah. We're not going to get kicked off here. We're going to have 1,000 tents down here by the end of the week.
Exactly.
So as long as we keep it there, which actually is in the worst place because now it's a hazard to pedestrians and what have you.
So now we're going to wait for Westminster Council.
And now we're going to wait for them to turn up.
Lovely.
Pavement here is now under the Westminster City Council's control. So now you're breaching of Section 235 of Local Government Act 1972. So the tent needs to come down. If you don't take the tent down, I can seize it. What will happen is whoever has control of the tent, myself, Brian, because it's his or whatever, then obviously I can report you to go to court. I can seize the tent for 28 days. If we don't prosecute you, then you can have the tent back after 28 days. We don't want to get into that scenario, so if you have to take the tent down, that'd be great, and then we can all go home. Okay.
Sarge, you know the member of parliament you just spoke to?
Which member of parliament? No, it's not a member of parliament.
The Scottish guy, wasn't it?
No, not a member of parliament.
Oh, weren't it? Nothing to do with that?
Nothing to do with that.
I'm fishing.
No.
And what happens if we move it up to Black Rod's place up there?
Well, I'll show you the whole. I'll show you the whole map, and it will tell you exactly where the boundary is. So that incorporates that as well. So this is where you are at the moment. So it incorporates all that area as well. So the whole of Parliament Square, right behind the back of the Abbey. Yeah. So that's down Westminster Bridge across. So that's where it encompasses really. Okay. So we can do it now. Well, I'd rather you do it now because obviously I'm asking you to do it. So, so if you can take the tent down, then that's the end of that issue. Okay. All right. Yeah. Got it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sarge. Thank you. Tent down.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Right, so I'm going to leave Ben to tell the story. We're still at Westminster. We've spoken to the police and...
Yeah, well, the police have told us, they've read out the bylaws to us, they've shown us a map of where we can't go, and it extends all the way down here, it extends all the way around the back of these buildings, all around the back of the Abbey, the Treasury, and all the way back around to here. So basically, they've asked us to take down the tent, otherwise they're going to do it, and they can confiscate the tent for 28 days, and we could get arrested. You know, and we don't really want that. This is going to be peaceful.
We don't want him arrested because we've got too much work to do.
That's right.
So, well done. Let's have a round of applause. We've done what we've done.
Well done, Ben.
Well done, mate. Well done, man.
But I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. Brian Harvey did it. I'm going to do it. Tent or no tent.
And again.
Right. I'm staying here.
You need to get on the right side of the fence, and you need to do it now. And you need to come over here and you need to support this. There's MPs fiddling with kids. This man's proof of that. He's going to take a lie detector test, and that's why I'm here. Because as soon as that lie detector test goes through, mate, I'm coming with you, and we're going to sit down now, and someone is going to take notice. They're going to take notice.
So it's not just I'm coming to get you now. We're coming to get you.
We're coming to get you, son.
All right, Ben, and I want to congratulate you. Thanks, I think it's great what you've done. I think you're very fucking brave, and let's go and get them. Charge!
All right, Bill, nice to meet you.
Thank you, baby.
You still have 17? Oh!
Well, I'm here now, I'm with you, and I'm not with him no more, I'm with you.
You got his record?
Yes!
And get it on the green within the gates of the Palace of Westminster. So you've got common people occupying the common land, and they cannot then reconvene Parliament. It is illegal for them to do that. And that means we've stormed Parliament, and then we'll sack the government from then on in.
That's why we love him.
Sounds good.
That's why we love him. And Brian, you've come into the affray.
Yep, I have.
What do you think what's going on? Let me just say, I've been coming a little bit closer, baby. If you come in a little bit closer because of the mic, yeah? Now, I've spoke to you probably over the last month, probably about 12, 15 times.
Yep.
And you really amazed me, actually. And one thing I would like to say, all of you, there's a documentary up, and it's called One Life. And it's about what happened to this guy. But now, he's still doing his music, but he's not beholden to the music industry. Alright, so here we are. We've got hero of the day, Ben Fellows, incoming hero, Brian Harvey, lead singer of E17.
Ex-lead singer.
How are you, Stan?
I'm right, thank you.
Good friend of mine, I'll give you a kiss in a minute, bruv.
So.
Well, it's
I deserve one.
Purely masculine, yeah. Now, Ben Fellows has just, Ben's just walked 300 miles from Plymouth to London. Yeah. And now he's going into Parliament. As he says, he's storming Parliament, and he's going to take up the position that Brian Harvey was in. And you're going to put a tent where Brian Harvey was, are you?
No, Brian Harvey was on the green opposite Palace of Westminster. We're going to walk into the Palace of Westminster.
What one?
Bugger.
I didn't make that one. That wasn't one of mine.
Sing it. Sing.
That's right, stay another day.
Sing
Stay
it.
another day.
Sing it.
Stay another day. Come on, Brian.
Come on,
you know
Brian.
it.
Right, go on.
Come,
Got you both.
Oh, what was it? Oh,
Da 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 da.
Come on.
if you've got to go away, don't think I can take the pain. Won't you stay another day? Yeah, that one. Do you like that one?
Yeah. Keep going, and you're in it. Come over here. Come over here.
Fucking acapella.
Right, you two. You hit it now. Right, let's have it. Go on, Brian.
Oh, Bill, come on, mate.
Go on, just do it.
Don't make me
Go
sing,
on, just do it. Just
mate.
do it.
Listen, I'm here,
Just do it.
I'm here,
Just do it.
I'm here to fucking have
Brian's
a
going to do
sing.
it. Listen, Brian's going to sing for us.
Nah.
To sing it, Brian. Anymore, he is now a free man, if you like.
Yeah, free man on the land, if you like.
And what are you interested in now? What do you want to do, Brian?
Right now, I just want to get involved in, you know, there's a lot of celebrities out there and no one seems to be coming forward and backing what's obviously the right thing to be doing. You're here about the
institutional child abuse.
And mate, the information that I've heard over the past 10 years and what I was being told today on the drive on the way down, it is sickening. And why haven't more people come forward? It's disgusting.
But you're also interested in civil liberties as well.
Civil liberties, the whole thing, mate.
That's what I want to say. All three of us.
People, I like to say, yeah, there's a lot of celebrities out there, right? And you're going to get fucked in the future because your little ride ain't going to go on forever.